Okay. Oh, we waiting. Okay, so if you're online, you could drop an emoji. Can you all hear me? Can we hear me? If you're online, you could, do well to drop an emoji. Oh, okay. We have Ade Praise Glorious Voice. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining. Wow, we have Faith Discovery TV. Thanks so much for joining my live video. It's so good to have you guys here. All right, so we just wait for a few number of persons. Trust you guys had a nice day, a beautiful day. Like happy Sunday, first of all. And how was service today? How was everything? And how are you doing? How are we doing? How are we doing? Let's just do a little chit chat before we kick in. Faith Discovery TV, all right, and our day praise glorious voices. How is our day going? Like, just chat. In fact, so Adepro is the first to eat, and then Faith Discovery TV. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your early arrival here. Okay, going great. I'm glad it is. I'm glad. I'm glad. Thank you for tuning in. So we'll just wait for a few more persons. Actually, this is my first live on YouTube, so I'm kind of nervous. So we are just going to make this fun together. We're going to make it fun together. And, it's going to be an amazing time. It's going to be an amazing time. All right. So, oh, Adepre says, it has been awesome. Wow. Wow. It's so good to hear that. It's wonderful to hear that. Actually, some persons come up with complaints first before gratitude. But it's good that we are starting the new week on a great foot, starting well, and I hope we also end well. Yeah, may God grant us the grace to end well as well. Okay, so we'll just wait for a few more persons, and then we kick start because I can't keep these my people waiting. Yeah, Faith, I do praise. I can't keep you guys waiting. So hope you guys are setting your questions down. Like, yeah, your questions, what you want to ask, and your own experience as well. It's not just about me tonight. It's about you too. It's about us. It's about the people who are as well going to be watching, even after the live session is over. Okay. So they're going to be hearing our view, and I'm going to be reading out your comments. Okay. I'm going to be reading them all out. Like whatever contribution you're going to be making, I'm going to be reading each and every comment out. All right. Okay. So we have, all right, 5 concurrent viewers. I think we are moving the views. Okay, without wasting much of our time, like these special people. If you're just joining, thanks for joining. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, just hit the subscribe button. Like, and before all this is over, or as soon as it is over, do well to share this with someone. Okay, do well to share it with someone. All right, so let's head right straight on. First off, it's about my breakup story. And I know a lot of us have actually gone through a breakup at a point in our lives. A lot. I don't know about you. I don't know. Have you have you gone have you been served breakfast before? Like when I mean breakfast, I don't mean yam and egg. I don't mean bread and tea. I don't mean coffee and all of those fancy morning breakfast dishes. Like seriously. I'm actually talking about the actual breakfast. Like all of a sudden. Okay. All right. So yeah, others will join us, and when they join us, please, if you are just joining, kindly do well to drop an emoji. Let me know you're online. Leave a comment. Let me know you're online before we kickstart this. Yeah, everyone is special. You are special. Tell yourself I'm special. All right. Actually, some persons see me and they say, Martha, you don't look like someone whose heart has been broken before. Actually, my heart has been broken before. And somehow we're able to pick the pieces together. But before we delve in, have you at one point, I've not seen your response and I've not heard your response. Have you at one point been served heartbreak? I asked that question a while ago and, I've not seen any comment there. All right. Are they praise? Glorious voice. Have you been served breakfast? Let me know. Drop it there because we are going to be learning from one another. I'm going to be learning from you and you are going to be learning from me. That's how we grow, okay? All right, so first off, like I said, once again, for those who are just joining us, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. And if you're new to this channel, kindly do well to subscribe to my channel. like, share. It's an amazing channel. We talk about, true life experiences, relatable experiences, ranging from relationship, life matters, marriage, love. Singles there, say I. All right. And my joy is to see people grow. Matters of the heart are tangible, they are fragile, they are sensitive. But when we don't deal with it with all seriousness, with all caution, we tend to be careless with it. And like an egg, sometimes it takes a while for us to heal. And that is why this channel is formed, to help us to build families, marriages, and by the inspiration of God. Yeah. Everything I do, take God out of it, and I am empty. Like, I am so empty. All right. So tonight, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts with you, and you're going to be sharing yours. So, like I said, a lot of us have gone through it, but some persons got broken along the line, gave up. Why, for some, they took themselves back up, picked up the pieces, and then said to themselves, this is not going to break me. I don't know about you. I don't know the conclusion you've had on yourself that this particular thing that happened has put you at a standstill, but you have to make up your mind. Your heart is even intact, you are breathing. But we just use that term to say heartbreak. And this was how it started. Let me tell you my story. Let me tell us my story. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Okay. If you are just joining, if you're just tuning in, do well to, drop an emoji. Just let me know. Notify yourself, show yourself. Show forth. Don't hide yourself. Bring yourself out to the light, Let me know in the comment section below. All right. Now, straight on. It happened, I think, throughout university, I just, want to focus on school. We want to come out in flying colors. Actually, if I had known that I was going to resolve to doing this, content creation and all of this, there's a part in life that God just charts for us, and there's a part that we chart for ourselves. We think this is where I want to go to, but God is saying this is where I want to put you. And I was just all focused, like no relationship, no, my book. Oh, we have someone here, David Joseph. You're welcome. So good to have you here. You're welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining. It's so good to have you guys around. All right. So I said, as we join, we're just going to keep proceeding. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. All right. Now back to let me not keep our king and queens waiting. All right. Everyone is special in this channel. Thanks for rallying around and coming. We have Victor Joey. Thanks for tuning in. It's so good to have you guys. As you are just coming in, I'll just keep welcoming you guys. I love to, adorn people. All right. Okay, now back to how it all started, my breakup story. God. I never actually thought that I was going to be served breakfast. I thought my heart can never be broken. People always say, Martha, you are tough until you meet something that breaks you. When you think you are the wealthiest, get to some part and you see people who are wealthier than you. When you think you are facing the most challenges in life, you see some others and you are like grateful to God that yours isn't even up to theirs. A lot of people are going through a lot. Okay. Oh, let me check. I think someone else. Okay, let's just proceed. So it happened in the university. My 100 level, I was this serious person. Okay. Yeah, there was someone who was actually wanting to ask me out. Like, this pressure was high. It was high. We're actually going to learn a lot. And whatever contribution you have, do well to leave it in the comment section below. I'll be reading it all. And in that relationship, I knew I wasn't just feeling it. I actually said yes because of pity. when the pressure is too much, I told the person, I said, I'm not up to 18, so I can't date. I'm not up to 18. So you just have to be patient. And this person was actually patient, started pressuring, asking me out from the age of 15, thereabout, and then waited till I was about 19 and came again and said, I'm still here. And, with the pity of, hell, chai, this person waited all these years simply because you just want to ask, Mother, am I that precious? Of course I am precious. I'm the apple of God's eyes. Huh? All right. So, we have someone else join us. Joseph Jato. Thanks for tuning in. So good to have you here. Trust your Sunday was great. Okay. So I was all about trying to share a story of my breakup story. Okay. Too much grammar, like seriously, God. Okay, so now back to the university. So you waited, and out of pity, kept on pressuring, Matter, I like you, I love you, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And this person has good character. Sometimes you just meet some people, and it's not just about standard, it's about that compatibility. You just find that you guys are not vibing, there is no connection. But somehow, out of pity, I said yes. I'm taking us through to my, the heartbreak story. I'm going there. So just follow me. Just follow me. So I said yes. But then God, it was I was praying for him to do something that would get me angry. But he never stepped on my toe. Like he never did step on my toes. And that relationship went on and on until a while suddenly stopped calling, which I was grateful to God for. Because I don't want to break people's heart. I used to say then that it's better that someone breaks my heart. Maybe that was why that one happened. It's better that someone breaks my heart than I break someone's heart, because I don't want to be the reason why you have heartache. I don't want you to have anything to hold against me, like you were the reason. I think most of the people who actually, okay, there were two, who actually left, couldn't actually pick a reason why they left, apart from the second one. They are just actually two. It's not like I've been dating. So, how many of you guys actually ended with your first love or are still with your first love? Because, most of us don't actually marry the first person we actually meet. I don't think that's actually first love. I think first love is the person who your heart is able to connect with first. A lot of people might come to our lives, but just one connect with us, like just vibes with us. Yeah. Oh, our face says she can relate. Oh, I'm waiting to hear your tale. I'm waiting to hear yours. I think you have something to share with us. I'll open the ground soon and see. You must say something. All right. So then the relationship just went on, and I was grateful to God that, okay, I didn't break this. Everyone just drifted apart. Like the two of us just drifted. He just suddenly stopped calling, and I stopped as well. So we just parted. So because based on what happened then, I was like, okay, um, I want to just keep this out. I want to just chase my career, my purpose, my dreams, nothing else. Focus. And then this person came. I went for a competition. So this person came into my life. How did I even kind of fall in love with the person before falling in love with the person? I love people who sing. Like, I love people who have, yeah, who can sing. You understand what I mean? Like, when they sing, like, it just, the butterflies in your tummy just come up. Although, my number one, tick on the kind of person I wanted was someone who was God fearing. So he ticked the box. And so I heard one song. It was a competition I went for, and I met this guy. Somehow, never mistake the fact that someone is relating with you often to feeling. Because somehow feeling even grows from there. And you think this is love. You think it is love, but it begins from infatuation. You just wish that, okay, probably this person, this person is, I think after all, I'm not in a relationship, so I think we can connect. And then you just say yes to these people. But, and Never assume that some persons are in relationship with you when they haven't actually asked you out, like proper. Because that was what happened in this one. The care, the love, the affection from him, I actually thought, I think for about a year while in the university, I actually thought we had something. Like, until one day I sent a message on Facebook. I didn't hear from him, and I sent a message from Facebook, and I was like, it's been a while. Hope you're good. I'm worried, and all of that. That was while we were still in university. Yeah, that was while we were still in university. So I was worried. And then he said, oh, I was like, the way I related with him, it was as though we were in relationship, like we were dating. But the way he related was like, you only came for a competition that I hosted. You know, there is nothing between us. Don't confuse this with relationship. The fact that someone calls you all the time, don't build your castle in the air when someone has not actually told you precisely what they want with you. That was why before I got married, when he came into my life, when my husband came into my life, which I will share in his story another time with you guys anticipated. I asked him, I don't want to waste my time because I've wasted time in the past. A lot of people came during that period. I was in that second relationship that I was served breakfast. The breakfast I didn't like to eat, like, it came as a shock, like it won't me, just came like that. I asked him, I was like, what do you want from me? When someone is showing too much love and concern to you, attention, be objective about what that relationship is about, clarify what the relationship is about. Are we just friends? Is there more to this? So you don't begin to assume, build your feeling based on assumption. It has actually broken a lot of hearts, like a lot. You can imagine a lot of ladies thinking this guy likes me. We are having a thing. No. So clarify that in the first place. So I didn't clarify that the first time. I think I was kind of stupid twice. Maybe that was why the heartbreak really eats deep. Okay. So when he clarified, I was like, oh, so there's nothing, fine. Because my friends actually thought there was something between us. When we see in school, on campus, we're together, we just talk, chat. He's a God-fearing person, he's kind, he's loving. There are actually some persons you can't actually find this fault, but you just don't seem to totally vibe. But then, along the line, this connection, although it was there, but there was doubt. Are you sure about the person you are with? I don't know if you're a single here. You can, clearly specify. You are single, say hi. And if you're married, if you are dating, just to, because we think this is just for singles to learn from. It's actually from everyone, because there are actually some persons who have gone through this heartbreak but are yet to heal, and they are married. Intention. What intention? Oh, faith. Okay, I should be clear on what. Oh, all right. You're kind of, all right, reiterating what I said. Okay, so we should be clear on our intention with the people we are with. Especially we ladies, we are moved by what we hear. The men are moved by what they see. And because we are moved by what we hear, there's this infatuation that builds inside us, especially when someone compliments you. Beautiful. And next week, Sunday, wow, you look gorgeous. Can I have your number? And we mistake all of those things for, he has feelings for me. Be careful. Your heart is too fragile to just let it out carelessly. And I'm not just focused on the girls, on the ladies, but also on the men here. Some ladies, they prepare jollof rice and, chicken and garnishes and comes to give you every week, and you just mistake those gestures for feelings. If they have feelings, clarify it. This thing you are doing, is there more to this? Like, I just want to know. So I didn't clarify that while in that relationship. So when it eventually hit on me, I realized, matter, yeah, this is it. So then I graduated, went for service. Well, I think it was calling once in a while, but it's not my enemy. The fact that you clarify, so I was the one who was building castle in the air, so it's not your fault in the first place. It's not his fault. I don't actually blame him on that first phase. That wasn't, should I call that breakfast? So so that one was actually an appetizer before breakfast, which I didn't learn lesson from. So I went for service and I realized men like women with purpose, women who are driven, women who know what they want, women who know where they are going to, because that would bring me to this next phase because he actually came back. When I went for service, I began to learn things. I began to acquire skills. I never thought I would even learn some skill in my life. Like I thought I was going to be this career woman, be in the office, the AC blowing on me, this chair 360 and wear suit. But then after service, I got a job in an office with AC, but the AC was killing me. The job was killing me. I wasn't happy. I wasn't fulfilled. So, it's not just about that. So I began to chase my dream. And this dream was more like an attractive force to him. I don't know, but I feel it. Oh, we have someone else, Joy or Jiewulu. Thanks for joining, Joy. All right. So he came back. And I think when a man sees that this person is building on their potential, they tend to gravitate towards you. They tend to be attracted towards you. And he came back again. And one day I received a call in the evening. That was, I think, the year 2020, thereabout. There was this interstate restriction of traveling and all that. And he said, Martha, I'd like us to get back. Like, I would like us to date. I'd like us to be together. And I was like, see, we are in the same school. And you say I shouldn't confuse messages, kind messages for dating, for love. It's one that we are now in, distant state. How, if I go and say yes now, you still tell me later in the future that after all, it wasn't face to face. I didn't ask you out face to face. So I was like, okay, calm down. Let's wait till the close down, or what do they call it? As at that period, interstate restriction is uplifted, and then we'll see what we'll do about it. We'll see face to face. All right. So few months after the restriction was lifted, or a few weeks after, he called me and was like, I haven't seen you. When are you coming? So I can't travel down to the state where you are. Sorry, but you know what? I will agree. And I think that was also on the ground of, I've already kept him waiting. He thought I was going to come. So I agreed. And then we started dating. But something was off. In all of this journey, this relationship journey, I didn't put God first. I didn't table it on God's, I didn't put it on God's table. And it was like, God was like, go and do your own. So there were different revelations I was seeing, not what people were telling me. Because there's a difference between, people ruined your relationship. No, I was seeing different signs, different things. It was kind. It was awesome. I couldn't actually pick on the flaw. He's wonderful, he's kind, he's vision filled, like he knows where he's going to, but this connection was, this eclectic NEPA supply, the way it happens. They bring the light, they take it, they bring the light just when you are having hope that it's going to, that was how the feeling was. So I was trying to fight it like, see, don't force what God has not permitted. Don't try to force what God has not permitted. We proceeded on this relationship. I will have sudden dreams. And when I wake up and I tell him these dreams, sometimes he has the same dreams. Dreams that were uncomfortable. Dreams that it wasn't portraying that God was saying this is the way. And because of, I can't actually expose the dreams here, but they weren't too good. So I related it with him. I called him and I said, see what I'm seeing. And he was like, maybe it's my mind saying all of that. And, we tried pushing, we're pushing it. And it wasn't easy planning for future together. Like it wasn't flawless planning for the future together while we were dating because there were doubts. You know, I don't know if you can do this exercise. Just try to envision the future and picture the head of the person you are falling in love with on the head of the person you are seeing there. If God is leading you, you just see that it doesn't fit. It doesn't just fit. And you are like, what is happening? Don't try to fix what God has not permitted. In fact, don't try to start it in the first place. That is why it is important that we table whatever your feelings, table it on God's, because we don't know the future. The people might be nice now, wonderful, but we don't know what the future holds. So one day, while that was going on, I was done with service. He came back. So your dream, how are you going to do it? How are you going to do this and do that? All right, that aside, I got a job in Lagos, and this job was stressing me out. You know, the kind of job that you hardly even have time for your phone. So he was telling on the relationship. And prior to that period, I just called him. I was like, with this numerous doubts, I began to have it in my spirit that, okay, Matty, I think you need to just, let's go, not like separate, but like, let's take a little break to clarify some things with God. Like, God, is there something we need to fix before we proceed in this train? Or is there something we need to fix or just break it and everybody just goes? So that period, I was dealing with shit. Sorry for that. I was dealing with numerous, stuff in the workplace. I go to work as early as, I wake up from home as early as 5 a.m., 4:30 a.m., get to work before 6:30, and then leave my place of work at Victoria Highland. Then sometimes by 10:30, before I get home, past 11, it was stressing me out to the point that even when I am sleeping, I'm dreaming of my place of work. Like literally, I don't even have time for my prayer life. I don't have time for myself. I hardly eat because where would you have? So that was telling on me. So a particular month after I got that job, I decided to resign. The day I resigned, I got home, shared the story that with the stressful work and all of that, I resigned. I know you are waiting to hear the breakup story. You guys haven't told me anything if you've been served breakfast before, because all of you are acting all saint happy. So yes, Faith Discovery TV. Have you been served breakfast? Let me know. Ade Praise Glorious Voice. Have you been served for? Because all of us can't tell me that we are all saints, that we've not eaten breakfast before. All right. So when I shared that with him, like, look at what I've been going through, because looking for another job in this Nigeria, it's not easy. It's not so easy. Only for him to give me this one. Drum roll. Called him. I was like, and prior to that period, he's been calling me. He wished me happy birthday on my birth month, like happy birthday. Even sent me stuff for ice cream. I love ice cream. All right. Yeah, I was there and he was calling consecutively, even while I was at my place of work. He was calling. So I didn't even, and prior to this period, before the relationship, he said something that it wouldn't be the reason why. Oh, Joy Ojewulu says she have been served. I don't worry, you still share it and tell us how you were able to, to overcome and heal. Because the healing part is the most important part. Life will throw rocks at us, but the strength is in healing. All right. Faith said, I have been served breakfast 7 different occasions. At this point, I leave this relationship thing to God. The Bible says, a man falleth 7 times, but he will get up. And this one that yours is 7, you will get up. And the best is coming for you, Faith. The best is coming for you. I assure you. Sometimes when we lose some things, it is a blessing in disguise. Because when you now finally get the treasure, that God has prepared you, you will be glad that those people went, that they left. Yeah. Yeah, you're claim that. Yeah, seriously, like I tell you, you'll be glad that they actually left because when my husband finally came, I was glad what happened. Like I was grateful to God. So now back to the story. So I went to meet him. No, I didn't meet him. It was on phone because it was a distance relationship. I was busy with life. We just finished service now. Everybody's trying to gain ground. Nobody wants to be a liability in their husband's house. Every woman wants to be an asset. And every man needs to also gain a ground to earn respect from their spouses as well. So I told him, share this. The first outbreak I got, I stopped myself from work. Like the query, it wasn't query. I resigned from the work because I can't come and kill myself. I can't come and I have other skill in my hand. I learned fashion and design. I learned how to make I learned how to craft. I was doing podcasting. I started my YouTube a long time ago, actually, before I post, that stuff actually inspired me opening YouTube channel. Yeah. Then, so because if you scroll at my previous videos, like you see 3 years ago, 4 years ago, yeah, it was what happened then that actually inspired the opening of those, the opening of that channel. All right. Oh, Patience, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. She said, I have been served breakfast 3 different occasions before God finally answered my prayers. Well, I'm happy God finally answered your prayers. I'm so happy. All right. So now back to me. I don't want to digress too much, but I need to carry my people along. Okay. All right. So I called him. And we spoke. I said, I've resigned the job. He was like, that job is actually even taking your time. And only for him to say, Martha, I need to tell you something. And I was wondering, good news, because I wasn't expecting breakfast, Not everybody, sometimes we like to fast. We like to fast and lunch. Sometimes we just want to skip breakfast. But this person decided that, Martha, I'm going to serve you. Because sometimes they serve you quickly, fast. They are the first to serve you because they are scared that you might serve them. So sometimes what you are afraid of is actually afraid of you. I think that was what I learned there. He thought I was going to bring the breakfast meal first. So he had to quickly dish it to me and added extras. And then he told me, Martha, this was June, July. My birthday was March, and this person was putting a call through subsequently in all of the month, weeks and even days, messages sometimes. So I didn't suspect anything, only for him to tell me, Martha, I'm in a relationship. I was like, yeah, with me. So God. And here was I. In the office, people were asking me out. I was turning them down because I can't drop a rapper when I haven't found another. You need to cover yourself now. You need to cover yourself. There's this guilt that is always in my heart when cheating. God, it makes me feel guilty. Like, what if it is you? What if you are the one that this is happening? What if this person was in your shoes? What if you are in the shoes of this person? I don't know. Shoes. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so I feel for the people. So he said, Martha, I'm already in a relationship. You're already in a relationship. How long? That was the question I asked. He said, for 3 months now. So even when he wished me happy birthday, he was in a relationship. I won't cry, I won't cry, I won't cry. There's no handkerchief here or toiletries for me to, God, that eat. You wished me happy birthday, March, April, May, June, and you're already in 3 months relationship. And I asked, oh, was it that lady? There was actually a lady who once asked out who didn't accept the relationship, but then all of a sudden, it coincidentally happened that the same period I said, let's go for a short break to, clarify things like, God, what is happening? Why don't we connect like this? Is anything? I was scammed, though. I was scammed. Faith, I was scammed. Imagine after 3 years. I was actually scammed. Just add it to the previous one. And the scam was terrible. Like, hey, oh me. Like, see me now. Am I not beautiful enough? With this my gap teeth. Every lady is beautiful, Shabo, you know. We thank God. We thank God. 3 months already in relationship. And I was in the office. People were coming now. Some persons were coming. In fact, I personally told one, I like you, but I'm not done here. I'm in a relationship. I can't jump. I can't break the person's heart. And I kept that person on hold until market, the person left the market. One other person was even asking, it wasn't even one, it wasn't two, it wasn't three. They were coming and I was putting on my eggs in the basket that was already broken, that was already torn. My God. It wasn't. Oh, Daffy the creator, welcome. Clemsy, welcome. So good to have you guys here. Yeah, yeah. Don't say we have all been there. Some people have not been served breakfast here. Like Clemsy have never been served breakfast before because there are some persons who actually they skip. So when he told me that, he said 3 months. I didn't know what to say. I just lost my job. It's not like I was sacked. I resigned because, I can't kill myself because I was beginning to forget my name in that job. But we are not all about that job today. We are just about on how I got that outbreak. 3 months, you are in a relationship. And the two it dealt a huge blow on my head, on me. Dealt a huge blow. But how did I heal? It's not just about being dealt huge blow. Life will hit you with circumstances that you don't expect. Relationship and other areas. But you have to gain your ground to say, you have moved on. I need to move on. It may take a while. That's why you must heal. And it begins with acceptance. I have been hurt. That's why, when Patience, said she has been served, be open. Accept the fact that yeah, I've been served. But it's not going to put me on ground. Before the relationship, you have a purpose, you have a dream. So probably it's because you actually left it in the first place. That was why that stuff felt like a huge loss to you. Get back on your chart. Have something loaded inside. And I need to chase this. And that was when I started my YouTube channel. I had to channel the negative energy. I had to channel that energy to something worthwhile. Sometimes in those videos, I annoyingly, because most of the stories I talk about, most of the things I share on my channel are on true life experiences. Oh, Clemsy says she's the one serving them. All right, wonderful. I just hope you won't be served one day. I pray you won't be served, All right. Okay, so we have got all of these dreams, and sometimes when you are hit with that, you need to just get back on chat. I started a YouTube channel that period, and my channel then, even this channel, my channel is still the channel because I stopped after a while due to the job breaks and all that, was based on God's inspiration, true life experiences and observations around. So I began to, talk to people, inspire people with my own story so they don't toe the same line with me. Never assume that someone loves you. Don't build your castle in the air. Clarify what you are into. And most of all, take it to God first. The Bible says something that I like so much. He said, the heart of man is desperately wicked. Who can know? And the question is, no human being can know, only God can know. It's not like these people are wicked. But the thing is, God sees the future from the present and the present from the future. So he knows what is suitable for you. He knows who you will be compatible with. But because we are in a haste to just quickly jump into that, we don't chase what is important that would have attracted us to those people. God has channeled a man or a woman for you. created a woman for you. In the beginning, he made them male and female. None shall want her mate. So you have someone. So your someone is there. The fact that you have 7 breakups before, 3 breakups before, your someone is always there. But the thing is, are you chasing the dream that will attract you to that someone? Because I channeled my focus then. That was how I healed. I channeled my focus, built my relationship back with God, which was my number one. Opened the channel, inspired people, recycled my pain, recycled what I was going through. And I said, you don't have to tow the same path. Show me a man who will go far. I'll show you a man riding on the shoulders of great men. Because when you are riding on their shoulders, you didn't need to go through those things they go through. You learn from them. You learn from their experiences. So I decided to use my experience then, to teach people, to talk to people, to mentor people. I had some couple of persons I was mentoring then. Some were ladies, some were guys that I was mentoring them. And yeah, it helps them. It helped them. And I was happy. I was fulfilled. Opened a podcast, which I'll be sharing with us another time, I opened a podcast. YouTube channel. I got a sewing machine, took up a fashion stuff. Anything that will make the thoughts come, I just had to take it away. Because I accept the fact that, you serve me, you try, you eat them first. And good. I just had to encourage myself. Well, after all, I was even having little doubts before. Even though memories will still come. As at that period, the memories will just come. But God, when you think you are looking for something to renovate, God is looking for a fresh building for you, a fresh edifice, something that is untainted. God is preparing something big for you. So if you're here, you've been served breakfast, it's time to channel your energy. And if you've not healed from those breakfasts, forgive those people and just let them go. If they broke up with you, it's their loss. It's their loss. And sometimes they break up because of the shortcomings they see in our lives. And instead of them to help us with those shortcomings, they see it as a ground to say, I don't think I can proceed with this. I don't think I can proceed with this. Be with someone who appreciates who you are, who will help in your weaknesses, who will celebrate your strength. Yeah, not people who come to push you to be great, but then don't, contribute to your greatness. They just want you to be a woman they can showcase outside. But what are they contributing to your life? So if they left, it's their loss. But what you must do for yourself, heal. Purpose naturally attracts men. And you'll be the one to make your choice. And how do you make your choice? Table it on God's feet. God, see, there are numerous people because you are special. You are special. You are a man. You've been served breakfast. You are special. The one that is yours would come. Because if you don't heal from that, you will take it into marriage. If you don't heal from that, you will take it into a relationship. And in that relationship, you'll be looking for pattern instead of peace. You won't find peace. You'll be comparing the past. This one has the same thing. This one has the same thing. People are different. People are different. All right. So that was how I was served breakfast. That was my story. Before we, let me know what you guys think. All right. Let me hear your views on. You can share a brief one on how you were served. I'm going to just read it. Oh, Faith said, it is lost. Your beauty would have fixed his bloodline, but he blew it. Oh my goodness. You dropped that comment as if you've actually even met the person before. Anyway, thanks for that. Thanks for the compliment. Okay. Adepray said, all right. Faith Discovery said, is the truth now. He ruined his chance to have beautiful kids. Seriously. Anyway, thanks for that. Thanks for that. I really appreciate everyone. It was also cute though. It was also cute, but it's not cuteness we want to eat. I wasn't fulfilled with him. I wasn't connecting. And I tried to force it and I got served. And it wasn't a nice thing. Especially that tag of I'm already in a relationship, 3 months. How on earth can some people just deceive people? I'd like to see in anything you do, God should be your first. I've learned one thing in life, that thing we chase after, sometimes we never get it. You keep chasing and chasing, and you may never get it. Simply because we forget that life is governed by principles, and it is principles strictly adhered to that make you a principal. It is principle that you follow. It's just like you don't sow a seed and you are expecting an harvest. You don't sow a seed in a place and you travel. Okay, you didn't sow a seed in Lagos and you went to Lagos, enter someone's compound and just started plucking their mango. It doesn't work. It is what you sow that you reap. It is the principle that the universe cooperates with us, and it all depends on what you emit to the outside. Never look down on yourself as an individual. Never assume things. Be sure of what you want, but God should be your top priority. Seek ye first the kingdom of God. This is one secret I have learned. And I want to, if you don't take anything home tonight, take that home. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and every other thing shall be added. Every other thing shall be added unto you. Those things you are chasing after will naturally chase after you. And I don't know what you are asking God for. I don't know what you are trusting God for. I won't say the universe. I would say God, because it's God that gives the perfect gift, the one that added no sorrow to it, the one that wouldn't serve you breakfast. So whatever you are trusting God for, keep your eyes fixed on God. Because the mistake I made was not tabling it on God. When my husband asked me out before we got married, the moment he asked me out, I was like, hold on, I'm taking this to God. In fact, I did a lot that period. Like, even though I heard God speak through his word, through the peace I had in my mind, through the connection and everything, I was like, God, is it you speaking? If it's to do another fast, I will do another fast, because age was no longer on our side. And the pressure, there's this pressure we get, from people, physical pressure, and there's the one we get mentally. Your mind just keep reminding you that you are approaching 30. You are approaching 30, you are approaching 40, you are approaching 50, and you're still single. And we mount that pressure on us, on ourselves. And because of that pressure, we make fast decisions that is not even on God's radar, that God does not even approve of. No. Seek you first. Place it on God's table. Do you have peace? They've served you the breakfast, you are married. Let them go. Forgive them. Not for anything, but for you. You say, letting go of those weights that don't easily beset us. Sometimes when we think of those parts, even when we are married, we are angry with them. Like, how dare he? How dare she? But your future is the most important thing. And because your future is the most important thing, you need to guard it. And how can you guard it? Not allowing anything to trample on it. Not even the heartbreak they served you. So whoever left you, it's their loss. All right. So, David said pattern. Oh, thank you. All right. Yes, pattern instead of peace. We keep comparing. My ex does this. You are doing the same thing. Like, are you sure you are not alike? But that's because you haven't healed. That's because you haven't let go. Today is called the present. Yesterday is gone and buried. You can never take it back. The only thing you can do with the past is to pick the lessons from it and then proceed further. That's actually what's most important in life. Relationship is not what we make or mar. It is when you don't live a fulfilled life. Men will come, and when I mean men, I'm using it on the both parts, not just men, male. Okay, let me just use men and women will come. They will hurt you, but those hurts are to make you stronger, because you will learn lessons of how not to be a fool again. Pick the lesson, pick the experience, and move on. Dust yourself and proceed. You have a long way to go. 100 life. Will you use 10 years to brood over heartbreak? Or saying, I've shut my heart. No other person. I'm not dating anybody. And you close your... All right, shut your heart to love. When you shut your heart to love, when the real one comes, you wouldn't even recognize. He wouldn't even recognize you because would look like someone who has it all figured out. So build yourself, work on yourself, chase that dream. Your purpose is a top priority. Yes. When you were, someone actually said, your purpose is older than you. Like before you were born, you had purpose. So someone who just came along the line, you just want to disrupt that. You are served breakfast and you drop your dreams. You are served breakfast and you close your heart to love. You forget that God is even love. When He directs you, you make the right decisions. Seriously, you make the right decisions. Okay, all right. Adepre said, that is my decision about relationship for now, shutting my heart to love. You don't need to shut your heart to love. You don't need to shut your heart to love. It's like shutting your heart to God. Who is love? God is love. You don't need people. They shouldn't dictate whether you should be happy or not. I know it's not easy because you've spent time, years with these people. It's not easy. And I wouldn't say it's easy. I won't say it's just easy to let go. But the greatest revenge is success. The greatest revenge is success. It's not shutting your heart. He probably didn't see that you are up to a certain standard. That was why he left you. He probably saw someone who was better off, someone with a Rover, a Ferrari, and she left for the person. And for the guys, he probably saw someone who, had more shape, much more beautiful. It means that these people didn't even appreciate you in the first place. They were there for something. And then proceeded. Or he saw that you weren't up to a standard he wants. Someone actually said something one time. He said the girlfriend left him because she felt that she's not up to his standard. You get that? She felt that he is not up to a standard, and she fears that later in the future, he might just leave her at home and then pick another random lady who will be going for meetings in top places with him because his standards are too high. So they have their reasons for leaving. You should be the one to now ask yourself, how can I build myself to make him regret that he left me? To make her regret that she left me? And this is not revenge. This is just a way to, when you improve yourself, there are some things that won't matter to you any longer. There are some things that won't freak you any longer. Because after I let go, I found joy in my purpose. I found joy in God. In fact, I love to sing a lot. I love to dance. I love to bask in God's glory, in God's presence. So when I channeled my energy there, just when I wasn't expecting, my man showed up in the unlikeliest of places, which I'll be sharing next week, Sunday, same time, 7 p.m. Yes, with you guys. And in fact, bring your friends along, share the link with everyone because I would love to have these wonderful people that I have on this list here. You guys are amazingly amazing. Yes, in the unlikeliest of places on podcast, my podcast. One of the things that I had to channel my energy into when I thought, will somebody like him come again? If anybody comes that period, I'll now compare them. Is he better than this one or is this one better than him? And that's what some of us do. Like when an ex leaves us, serves us breakfast, we compare them with any new one that comes. Is this one better? And if this one is not better, because we think the other might mock us and say, oh, so you left me and look at who you went to meet. Look at who you ended up with. And we begin to compare. See, don't judge people by their present state. Whoever you want to be with, you should also be able to build with them. Not like they shouldn't be responsible, because the definition of adulthood is responsibility. If they are not responding to their ability as an adult, then they are still children. And children should not be in a relationship. Children should not be in a relationship. So the fact that age does not guarantee maturity. Some persons are 25, 26, but when they speak, these people spill wisdom out of it. These people are going somewhere. So we shouldn't choose people based on just the physical, because when you get married to them, you are not getting married to just their physical appearances. You are not getting married to their physical attributes. You are not getting married to What they have, their cars and everything, the car is not going to be sleeping on the same bed with you. It's just going to be taking you out and you are not eating the cars and all of that will be there, but you find out that those things are not all fulfilling. They are just an additional tip to make marriage sweet and easy. But there is more to maintaining marriage. There is more to maintaining a relationship. We get attracted. I did some videos on previous videos, my short and my long. What we get attracted to is the people's physical, it's cute, it's handsome, she's beautiful, she's this. And then we delve into the relationship only to start seeing their true color. And then we can't fall in love with that. We can adapt with that because we have flaws, we have strength. So heal and make it a personal decision to let go. The breakup might keep coming, it might come, but it's time to shine your eyes. Analyze the breakup. I say breaks up. Analyze the breakup. These 7 people, if possible, I actually advised someone one time. I was like, pick up your phone and put a call through to those 7 people if you are still in contact with them because, they are not your enemy. You're forgiving them. Why did you break up with me? For those that said, okay, 3 people, except you're already married because, but there are still things we need to work on so it won't have an negative effect on our marriage. You can pick up your calls and, pick up your phone. What am I saying? Pick up your phone and, call these people. Why did you break up with me? Most of them will tell you, I don't like the way you nag. Because sometimes we have our shortcomings and they can't deal. Some of them are not patient enough to help us, work on that. So they leave you. So they don't deserve you. You nag, it's not your fault. It's a character that has been inbuilt. It's with time, gradually you begin to drop it. Like you're just about to nag, and you just remember and you control yourself. And gradually you shed those bad characters. But they're not patient enough to help you shed those characters. So you can call them, why did you leave me? Why did you break up with me? Why did you break up? Because you nag a lot, because you complain a lot, because you are too clumsy, you are too noisy, you are not neat, you don't dress well, you don't this, you don't that, you don't, they have their reasons for leaving, but some of them won't tell you, so they find an excuse. They want you to just look for something, just step on their toes small, and they just bring down the whole house. They dismantle what they've built over time. So it's their excuse that they use in breaking up whatever relationship they are with you. So for you to move on, just put a call through. For some of you, you know the reason why they left you. Some of them keep calling for Bone Street. Some of us keep calling for Bone Street. And these people cannot afford, and they're like, this is a red flag. Oh, if I get married to this one, we should not use our our life investment for Bone Street. Set your priorities. We don't know why they left, so we can't all blame them. And for those who know why they left, reevaluate. Because you don't want it to happen again. If not, we will keep having breakup and breakup. And for those who are married, it will keep occurring, even in our marriages. We'll still keep doing it in our marriage. And those people will be enduring us. Marriage is meant to be enjoyed, not to be endured. There will be ups and downs. There will be challenges. Things will happen in marriage. There are times that you even sit in marriage and say, God, have I not even made the wrong decision? But when you know that even you have your flaws, he has his flaws. And you guys will be able to come to a compromise, blend, and then work on yourself. Communicate. You are doing this, I don't like. Because this breakup, it mentally affects one, psychologically affects one, spiritually affects one, because you won't be able to concentrate. And when it affects you in those 3 stances, and you take it into marriage without treating it, it's not just healing. You must know what is wrong with you. Okay, you are having headache, you go to the hospital. They'll need to run a test to know, is this beyond headache, is this malaria, and then prescribe the drug. You can't just use paracetamol and say, okay, now I'm fine. Now I'm good, I'm set to go. We know to totally heal, you need to know the reason why this left, so that you work on yourself. and you don't take it into marriage. And if you've already taken it into marriage, it's time to shed it off. Nagging, complaining, murmuring, you can't manage, you just want to have it all. There are times that there will be plenty, there are times there will be little. So it's not just about the outbreaks that comes. They come because of some things they see. If they see that you are, maybe before then he was like, no, that we are not in a relationship. But when he saw the things that I was building my life, I was building myself, he felt he saw a future in this girl. This woman will be able to stand at my right hand as per until everything happened. Until the 3 months I'm in a relationship happened. Just like that. So women, beautiful ladies, ladies and gentlemen, evaluate your character. Someone says, whatever you have may take you up there, but it takes character to keep you there. Oh, Patience. Patience said, I cried because of the breakfast, but because he came to my house to introduce himself to my family as my husband. Whoa, this is not nice. That's even worse. When people already are anticipating marriage. After introduction is marriage, and only for the person not to show up. That's terrible. That's terrible. But I'm sure now the person must be regretting. And I'm glad you're married now. I'm glad you're married now. I'm really, really happy you're married now. So, this is huge. How would you guys deal with this? Come for introduction. There are actually some who have served their own breakfast on their wedding day. The guy just doesn't show up. And without having the boldness to tell you prior to that period that he's no longer interested, you buy a shwebi. God, you started sharing clothes. Only for this person to say, I'm no longer interested. You've done IVs. Some persons have actually committed suicide, but I don't think it's worth committing suicide for. Or do everybody handle crisis differently? But I hope you don't take yours to the extreme. Okay, let's see what someone else wrote. Patience said, I never knew the guy I was dating during my 100 level to final year is already planning to marry someone. Whoa, marry someone else. Why deceiving me for 4.5 years? A child who is 4.5 years should be in basic 1, talking already, and God, this is wickedness. This is wickedness. This is not nice. What do you guys think? This is the breakfast. That breakfast is not good. The breakfast has spent days in the fridge and is bringing out warm already. And that's not a breakfast worth eating. I'm glad you're strong enough to get through it. And I hope that you've actually healed from it. Just take the thoughts and just see gratitude. Because if those people never left, you wouldn't have met the one you're with. You wouldn't have met. All right. Verified Dre say, healthiest relationship is underrated, but I have a peaceful girlfriend. Whoa. An emoji of fire. Yeah, peace. So go for the one that gives you peace. Peace of mind. You can't buy it in the market. You can get other stuffs. The person can use cream to bleach. You get the beauty you want, But character. If the person has a terrible character, it's like a flower. If it has terrible scent, terrible aroma, then the beauty is useless. So it's not just the outer layer. Work on the character and build it. Whatever you have may take you up there. It takes character to keep you there. A lot of us have served most of those breakfasts because of our character. If we don't work on it and we take that character into marriage, we keep on comparing pattern, and that peace will be far-fetched. We won't find that peace, but you deserve peace. All right, so patience. Okay. All right, let's go. Faith, you're strong. I'm not that strong. The Lord is my strength. The Lord is my strength. Matters of the heart are not easy. Matters of the heart are not easy because you think of the time you have wasted. Some of you even surprise your boyfriends now. your fiancés, while you guys were dating, you show love, you devoted your time, your attention, everything, only to be. It's not nice. It's not nice. All right. Adepre said a lady I dated for 5 years and she was dating my best. I didn't want to. Did you guys hear that? A lady I dated for 5 years and she was dating my best friend. Wait, under your nieces, that such a thing is happening. Say five. Why do we have lots of 5 years here? Like 4.5 years, 5 years, dating your best friend, betrayer of the highest order. Who should we blame? The best friend or the I don't know. I don't know whether to cry or to laugh. Not to laugh, and it's annoying. But you heal. This is not a reason for you to shut your heart to love. Love will find you if you open your heart to it. And the thing is, most times love is found in the unlikeliest of places. So don't underestimate where you find love. People meet their lovers on social media and their marriage is going well. Yeah. Mine, I'm going to tell you guys how everything, happened. I'm going to next week, just come, the gist will be served hot. And I'm very sure it's going to create a new dimension for us, for you, because till date, I am amazed. All right, so breakfast deal. God, an invite for the wedding. I hope you didn't faint. Because this kind of thing, you will read the paper over and over and over again. Maybe it's not your man. Maybe it's not the one. But some people can be ruthless, heartless, wicked. What other adjective can I use? Well, anyway, let's drop that because we are trying to move on. We are trying to heal. We are trying to press further because we've got something greater ahead of us, and that God has designed for us, and from meeting the one that God has designed for you. But you must build yourself to the kind of man or woman that God has. Someone said something today. He said, I was listening to a message. He said, when God told Elijah to go to a particular place, I've forgotten the name, he was sending a raven to give him food. The raven was going to that direction because everything